Out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They go play action with Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Mahomes steps away, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down, 4th and goal. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 27, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Robinson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Robinson again. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be out of bounds. so this will go only as incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes going to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He completes it to Boyd. Room here to run. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about riddling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Lawrence will throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 44-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
This is caught. It's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Mahomes.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's going to air one out.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's second and 1. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Here's a run with Mixon. And this time he is in. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on second and 10. Lawrence will get this off to ETN. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Devon Hamilton,
the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes
got a man open. It's Chase.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
2nd and 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes airing one out for Boyd. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
Second down at 7.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes this to Russell Gage. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 38, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin.